And we're back, everybody. We made it just in time to get this off, at least the first part. Then we'll throw it to commercial break. You'll figure it out with me alongside me. This particular, once again, this is everybody's favorite, yet to be named type of situation, but it's a review for Saturday Night Live episodes. This particular one is season number 47, episode number 21, the final episode of that season. Guest host Natasha Lyonne and musical guest Japanese Breakfast. All right, we'll go straight into the cold open. Now, fun fact, before this episode aired, it was not yet released who was going to be leaving Saturday Night Live for this season. So that's what's a lot of fun. When you watch this, I'm not going to reveal everything about this particular sketch because I really want people to watch it and enjoy it the way that I did. That being said, this makes the third week running, I believe, maybe even the fourth week without a political cold open, which is once again something I'm very impressed with and very happy about personally, at least. This cold open was Kate McKinnon's probably, I would say, one of definitely top three sketches she does, reoccurring character wise, and certainly one that I've enjoyed throughout her career on Saturday Night Live. This was the alien abductee sketch. Now, another thing that was fun is Natasha Lyonne was actually in the sketch alongside Cicely Strong, and I felt like that was also very awesome. Yes, it's true that this sketch usually does have a host. However, cold opens do not traditionally. Well, not. I don't want to go into the traditional factor, but I will say this: it's not very common to see the host in the cold open. So it was a lot of fun. Natasha really shined in her character role alongside Cicely, who also did a wonderful interpretation of the same character. She's like the chill hippie esque type, but it was all about Kate. This entire sketch was all about that character. Uh, I think it's Caroline, I think, something like that. 80 was the officer, and alongside her was Mikey Day. And yeah, so it was the alien sketch, was the cold open, basically. And the three things I like the most, I'm not going to spoil the punch of it, but Wonderwear. So make sure and watch that and enjoy it alongside me. And then also when Caroline, which is Kate McKinnon's character, reveals, she said, it occurred to me that it might be my most stable relationship I've ever had. She's referencing the aliens because she's been abducted multiple times through each sketch. Let's see what else. Oh, and then there was a fun reference because this was also alongside the Multiverse of Madness had released. So there was a fun little joke where she said that they get the multiverse and she just got the madness. Um, Okay, so I want everyone to watch this sketch. So I'm just going to say this. The way that she exits, she goes into a spaceship and she references Earth as a whole. But I really believe Kate was saying thank you to Saturday Night Live. Thank you to Lauren. Thank you to the audience. Thank you to her castmates. Thank you just in general for the privilege and the experience. And when she said goodbye, and for the final time as a cast member, because I do believe she'll be back at the minimum as a host, certainly as a cameo, all that fun stuff. But most importantly, the last time as a cast member, Kate McKinnon signed off with the live from New York. It's Saturday night. Except in her case, she was really holding back a lot of tears, which was a beautiful thing. It's a full 7 minutes of wonderment. I recommend everyone sees it. Now we'll lead into Natasha. So here's the thing about Natasha. She references this, but a lot of people don't realize. So she's a part of the Bronston family, which is an older acting family. Father specifically was in a lot of the Western type things. It's fun because she ambiguously played with her age. So if you really want to go back and research her family, I would recommend it. As far as Hollywood legacies and families, and if you're fascinated by those things, like I am, the Barrymores is another example. So I love Saturday Night Live for many reasons, but this is one of the reasons. I often don't know a lot. And so she was promoting a show called Russian Doll. It's coming on a second season, I guess. And I had a pleasure. So I'm going to be watching it now. So thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Saturday Night Live. And thank you, Natasha, for promoting your show because I guess that her co creator is Amy Poehler. So there's another nice little family network connection, which brings me into she had Fred Armisen and Maya Rudolph come out while she was doing her host monologue. And I guess they're friends and such because then they both did their impressions of her. Awful lot of fun. And then after they exited, she was able to make a joke about Fred Armisen and her, I guess, were an item for a while. And they had a sex tape that nobody wanted to watch, which ugh. For those that just listening, I had to take a beat and try and remove that imagery. Um, One thing I will say definitely about her is Natasha is obviously a very, very professional, very talented actress. She was very comfortable in front of the live audience, very comfortable reading off her prompts, very comfortable in everything she did with her monologue, and I hope to see her back again. But also, I want to say, I think if anyone's out there listening, she would be the perfect candidate for a late night talk show, even if it's just like a Craig Kilburn type hour and a half type show. Even just start her with a half hour. I think she would be beautiful at doing like an East Coast inspired, New York vibe in late night type talk show thing for Natasha. I see that in her future. So she also showed, I guess, her first child acting gig was on Pee Wee's Funhouse, and I thought that was cool, mainly because Paul Rubens and one of the lesser, harder to find Saturday Night Live archived episodes is the one where Pee Wee Herman was the host. For those who are unfamiliar, allow me to explain even deeper. The thing is, Paul Rubens, the man behind the character of Pee Wee, and Cassandra Peters, the woman behind the also known as Elvira, were both groundlings players in some of the original renditions of the troupe itself, including when people like Phil Hartman and John Lovitz were still performing as well alongside them. And so it just goes to show a lot of that improved, like just everything that's powerful and all that. It's really just a network of truly talented actors and actresses. It's not all about family. Sometimes it's simply about family and bonding through the love of sketch variety, through the love of comedy. For me personally, through the healing and everything that's great. But this isn't about me. This is about the episode. And now that concludes the cold open and also the host monologue, which was approximately 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So we're looking at around 10 minutes, 30 seconds for the show. And now I'm going to quickly cut to commercial. Coming soon to
Yo, bro, wait, Hooligan,
yo, what's up, mate?
can, bro, can you tell him like what the fuck, dude? Like this guy is like doing my job, bro. Like,
What you mean, mate? Uh Sooner than later is
bro, that's my shit, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, all right? Just like don't get in the corner, you just fucking chill the fuck out. Right? Yo, what's up, kids? It's your boy here. You know, like it's Taxi 96 here, bro. I'm back in the house. The FPS Society, Future Studios and stuff. You know. Like, we got caught up in some like copyright shit, you know. It's like, so I was like, no big deal. Like this, like the album was supposed to be dropping this month. Well, apparently, like there was like another album already come out called Titanic, the movie soundtrack. Now I didn't know, but like you know, we had all these swag and shirts, and like I mean, I had to tell them what to do. So we're like back in studio, cause like apparently you can't like have two albums the same name or some shit, you know. So like, I guess like I mean,
oh no, I'm the best.
man, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you hear this guy here? Look. Go get the fuck. No, I'm get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody wants you here. Look, you fired, man. You fucked up, man. You supposed to be doing this last time, and nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like, just get the fuck out of here, man. Yo. So, anyways, like, well, I was gonna work on this new album, and I guess like they need my help, you know, like they need me. So I was like, it's cool. Like, I'm gonna help with the fashions and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know, like, we'll see what I can do. Like, while I work on this copyright stuff. So, like. Anyway, like, I guess these two fuck boys over here, like, they're gonna be going to the stupid, like, fucking museum shit. You think you're smarter than me and shit. Like, they think they're so smart. So, like, you know, right, mate. So, like, we're gonna introduce what I'm saying then. If it's all right, then. As mate was saying, me and Dad were gonna get ourselves a little bit more refined. We decided that it's about time that future players society become cultured. I thought to me, I was like, you know, we've been in Los Angeles for a while, and they've got museums and they've got art, pop culture. They call it, you know. It's like, yo, bro, talking about pop, man. Like, just do your sex, bro. Like, you seen this? Like, there ain't no pop on this, man. We need pop. Right, all right, then. This is supposed to be an advert for what's coming up. Because we're coming soon, all right? We got me and Dabby over here. Tabby, where you at? Bro. All right here. Yeah. You got any weed? No, mate. I only got weed. Yo, man, I got some fire, bro. You want some Gucci? I got this Gucci man. You want to smoke something with me, yo? We're just gonna smoke, all right? Who you can handle this shit? Right, all right. If that's I can handle it, then I am fixed there. For all right, then right. So Dabby and me are gonna be going to the museum. We're gonna make some record videos and whatnot on the telly screen, so you guys can enjoy it. So right then, back to the reviews.
And we're back again. That actually sounds like a pretty fun time when you think about it. Going to the museum like that and doing a little adventure. That should be a fun video for everyone to enjoy once it gets out. Uh, that brings us back to the Saturday Night Live review. This first sketch of the night was with Natasha Lyonne once again, and then you had her partner Mikey Day in the scene, and then you had, I want to say Josh is his name, the new player, and he was playing the advertisement announcer, and it was an old timey baseball theme where Natasha's character was on some type of new cold medication called methamphetamines. Um, it was an okay sketch. I'm just gonna call it a meh sketch. Play on wordplay because it's a meth thing. Feel free to watch it. Definitely was my least favorite of the night. So moving on, we're gonna go into the second sketch, which was three lounge singers played by Keenan and Natasha Lyonne once again. And then also you had Kyle Mooney in the back playing the keys. I feel like the hard part about this sketch for me was since it was his last episode as a cast member, there could have been a few more jokes maybe put in there for Kyle to have during the sketch that would have made me feel a little bit better. But he did get a really solid goodbye, and I'll get to that at the end of the episode. Um, so the general idea of this sketch was that they were lounge singers, but also Natasha's character was also Keenan's character's landlord, and so the punchline progressively became that. Oh right, and then you have Bowen Yang and Chloe Feynman in the audience as not together. That's his psychic, and she was his psychic, and she predicted that Natasha was hiding something, and then they cut to her phone, and basically Keenan's things are getting destroyed because her ex thinks they're hers, and then she tells him to destroy them more. Again, not my favorite sketch, but I would recommend watching it just because it's Kyle's last show, and so it's one of his last sketches that made it to air, which is something I feel about him underutilized. It's key when I think about his career on SNL, which happens with a lot of players. It's what it is. You're fighting for time. You're fighting for scripts. You're fighting for everything. It's fight or flight. I'm gonna miss the guy though, but at the same time, I'm happy to see where he goes. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, Keenan's character was pretty much the same as the "What's Up with That?" Like, beep bop bop, beat up bop. He does like the scat stuff. It's just goofy. It's gibberishy. Wild character work. But overall, that'll move on to the first pre-record of the night. This was a prom 2002, but Des Mook's character was narrating, and he was explaining where people's lives went past that night and how great the prom was. But they're so each character, I'm pretty sure it had the full cast in it, and each character throughout had different punches about them. But the reoccurring theme was Natasha's character was basically a drug using, porn doing murderer. And yeah, so another fun thing is the rare normal Sarah shows up. I got her character's name written down here. Give me a second. Uh Amy Fata or something. So if you didn't recognize that Amy Fata, that's actually Sarah Squirm. I messed up in the previous episode as well. I kept calling her Silverman, but it's Sherman, so I apologize. But anyone who listens and anyone who knows, that's a common theme with me. Fortunately, more for female cast members for some reason. I'm not sure why. Really not though. But I always apologize when I remember or I get around to it by the end of the episode. So Yeah, so that was fun because it was literally normal Sarah, which is a crazy thing to see, um, which is wonderful. What else? Yeah, that was I mean, I enjoyed it. Actually, that would be probably my favorite of the whole night. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend I'm gonna link it alongside the Kate McKinnon Alien thing. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the whole premise was the avenge killing thing at the end of it. So, yeah. Um, yeah, so then that was it, and then, that led into the first song by the musical guest, which was Japanese Breakfast. And then that led into Weekend Update. And so let's go with Weekend Update we've got. So for Weekend Update, you had a lot of good jokes back and forth, what I like to see. But yeah, what's more important is the people that showed up. So something I noticed, especially when Moffat showed up as the guy who owns a boat, um, looking tired, looking older. Um, I kind of want to do an age check. Traditionally, Saturday Night Live has been hip about having mostly youthful character, like staff, like players. Nothing against the current players. Certain ones still definitely look great, youthful and everything. But other ones, like Moffat, it really showed. And it kind of made me wonder why he's not in as many sketches this season. Maybe he's on his way out. But I did notice that. Meanwhile, I couldn't stop looking at Michael Che's earrings. Those were popping. So good job, Michael, on that. Definitely showing good style right there, man. I've also been watching on HBO. There is the Michael Che sketch show. I would recommend anyone who enjoys Michael Che's comedy to check it out. Also, anyone that likes sketch comedy and things like that, I would recommend checking it out. Also, HBO has a long track record of great shows that oftentimes don't get enough love and end up canceled too soon. Looking to you, Dana Carvey show. But either way, all I'm getting at is support Michael Che when you can. He definitely was looking good. Um, yeah. So then, other than that, though, I really enjoyed. So AD and Bowen, they did a weekend update piece where they were the people that know about fashion from the future and the past and all that neat stuff. And they've been doing it a few times, but this one was very special since this was 80's last show. They did a whole thing where Michael Che ended up with roses, which was really sweet. And AD mentioned about the 10 years and her best boys. And then they both gave her the hugs and they gave her those roses. And it was really beautiful. She's very professional. AD held her tears back very well. Was very impressed. She might have gotten them out right before she went up, possibly. But you could just see a lot of love. And that leads me to Pete. I'm not a huge fan of Pete's comedy overall, but I know a lot of people that are, and I'm okay with that because a lot of them are girls, and I really like the ladies, just like Hoop Street. So yeah, so like the thing about Pete is he didn't do characters on. He just talked about mostly just how much he has a lot of love for the show, supporting him over the years. For Lauren specifically, he did his little Lauren impression, which was sweet. I'm sure it was just for Lauren in the back watching. And the advice Lauren gave him with Ariana Grande, marriage proposal engagement. Yeah, sounds like the Lauren that I've come to really look forward to meeting. So yeah, that was about it. I mean, Pete said goodbye, and that was the end of weekend update. And now I'm gonna send it back. We got another little commercial. Well, this is a sponsor one actually. This is for everyone. So feel free to check that out. Hopefully it's not like the last one.
Yo, bro, what you mean, bro? Bro, shit, man. We're having a 50 act, man. We got that 50 act. Right, man. Yeah, we got a 50. We got to put it towards the gasoline, right? And how you think we got around it? Bro, yeah, mate. What I was saying. So anyway, we got to figure a sponsor. Bro, I got you. All right. Oh, yeah, all right. Yo, okay, so like so I got an update, right? If y'all ain't familiar, like I'm pimp. I don't wanna do it. Like I do G shit, I do that big shit, like I've been doing rolling hard since I was 12 years old, like I used to pimp my girls in grade schools and shit. Like that's how I know what's good, kids. Like so anyways, like I got this hot fresh boy here right here from Hooligan. What you saying, mate? What? Here's what I'm saying, all right? Listen to me, Hoodie. Listen, I'm gonna handle this shit. Okay, we're gonna get real business, all right? Listen, all right, listen out here, ladies. Every lady I've ever, ladies love Hoop Street for it. I don't know what for the what reason they like him, but they can't get hold of it. All right, you know what? Yo. Hey, yo, Hooligan, just go like over the corner, man. I gotta do some sales shit, okay? Mate, what you at, man? I don't know what you're getting at, man. Yo, Hooligan, just get out of the car, man. Just go over there. You just chill over there for a sec, all right? We're gonna do this like, I'm gonna sponsor this shit. I got this, all right? All right, so ladies, listen to me. You good? Okay, so you listening? All right, now we're gonna go over here. Okay, so hey, dudes, all right, like old man, like any dudes out there, all right? You got a lot of money, right? Like, Hoop Street, he down, man. Like Hoop Street, I just seen this guy. He's from England, you know what I mean? I know how their fancy boys be like. He a fucking English man, no matter what he say, you know what I mean? So, hey, okay, so I'm gonna bring him back over because we're gonna sell his ass. I'm gonna pimp him out right now because that's what I do. Hey, yo, Hoopy, come on back here, man. All right, so as I was saying, this guy right here, he can fix anything. I tell you what, Hoopy, what'd you do that thing when you fix it? Mate, what you mean? Well, fix the toilet, right? Yeah, bro, tell me about that one. Mate, no one wants to hear about how I knew how to fix the toilet, man. Right, I mean, they want to hear. All right, then, what else you fix, man? Like, tell me about the fridge, right? What'd you do with the fridge? Mate, I don't think anybody really cares. All I really did was call a refrigerator man, and the refrigerator man really come over and fixed it, man. Like, I'll get what you're thinking at, man, but I'm not really. Like, I can technically fix the refrigerator, but I'm not gonna fix a refrigerator, not for free, no, not for cheap. What? Listen, all right, anybody? Hoopsie, what else? I'm trying to sell you ass, man. What? Okay, look, ladies, here, all I gotta say, okay, this guy right here, Hoop Street, has endurance for days. I seen this guy for hours and hours, man. So, like, anybody who's interested, all you gonna do is just send your money to the FPS Society, right? You're gonna send it on the website, okay? So you're gonna go to, what's they call it, Futures Players. Y'all website called Future Players Society, bro. You tell me you're future players, bro. Like this would empowerment, man. I don't know, man. So we can like, okay, listen. All right, go to Future Players Society. You're gonna rent Hooligan for a good time. You can like, we're gonna buy. He can fix anything, but like, he's a pro football player back in England. And like, hey, man, you eh, just just go ahead. We're starting bid like be like, you know what? We'll start the bid at like I don't know, like 150 for an hour, like 300 for like 2 hours. You know, it'd be like just hit it up, just message, send them money, be like, mate, you're gonna end up getting me in the dumpster, mate. And I won't be in the dumpster, mate. Yeah, Hooligan just won't be in the dumpster, man. Oh, maybe you can some dumpster, man. Get you back, get Hooligan, get the fuck out of here, man. All that thing. Hey, Dab, get over here, get bro, get come. Bro, what? What? Dude, what? Listen, bro. All right. You know, there's a lot of people out here they like food, bro. Like, yeah. Aren't you like aren't you like a pro chef or some shit? No, man. I just cook a lot. Yeah, but that shit was bomb, bro. What you mean that one thing that had like the sauce, you know what I mean? Like with the chickens and cheese. Uh yeah, chicken parmesan. Bro, she was so filthy. You injected her with extra cheeses and had like fucking wheat chopper crumbles and shit. Yeah, that was so filthy, dude. Then put it in the oven for like a half bake longer, and then like I spring it a little bit. Oh man, shit was good, dude. I don't think any more of that. Nah, bro, I should smacked on that shit earlier, bro. All right, so listen, you can get like a full course meal from Dab. All right, if you guys just gotta bring them out, so just like go to the Future Player Society and shit, y'all gonna like put like more we can put me like you know what I mean like I could do like yo okay listen I'm like a really good at children's parties so like if anybody wants like me to rap for the children's parties like I'm really affordable so just like any children's parties. You just like rent. I'm probably on the website. Am I on the website, bro? Like, am I- yeah, bro. Mate, we're all on the website. It's a point of Features Places, so it's all of us, man. Yo, they're gonna give me like lawyers and shit, like contracts and that shit. I'm dealing with copyrights, and I don't know if you want to deal with that, but like, I don't know if you heard like, shit, I was trying to name an album, it's like, this whole thing, mate. I think that's enough, man. All right, that's enough for sponsors. All right, everybody, listen. All right, here's the deal. I guess apparently you can rent me out for the night. I'm good time. You have a good time. I'm great listener. I love puppies. Puppies love me. Dogs love me. I'm not a fan of Ripper kids. Like, so if your kid's a Ripper, just like him away or whatever. I don't know. Not a fan of husbands neither. But whatever it is, you do, you can rat me out, I guess. And maybe if you're hungry, or got a good meal or something, you could rat out Dabbly. And yeah, right. And I don't know about the children's parties, mate. Bro, listen, man, you don't even know. I did Tyler's fucking 15th birthday, and that shit was so fucking lit, bro. I had them kids bouncing so high, and then I gave them all cleats, and they fucked up that bouncy house, and his dad was crying because he didn't pay the deposit, and like Tyler was laughing his ass off, and then me and his mom was in the back, raw on how that goes, mate. Yeah, fucking filthy.
Okay, okay. Now those I can condone. Most definitely. I can vouch for those ones. Dab is definitely one of the better cooks I've ever tasted. Just make sure you monitor his intake of weed because if it gets a little too high, you're gonna end up with a very creative dish. That's for sure. And as for Hoop Street, I've never heard nothing but good things about the guy. He is definitely a good time. I would recommend. That is actually pretty awesome. I did not know what those guys were up to till I heard it just now. Um, looks like we're always coming up with new ideas here at the Future Players Society. So we have a few more for the night, but before we do that, I went through and I realized there was a few things that I may have missed out on. I wanted to call attention to the kitchen closed reference. Um, I really, really, really that hit very home for me. And I know they're not paying me or nothing or whatever, but I would recommend anyone who gets the chance. FX has a show called Chef. Actually called The Bear. Excuse me. And it's really really just amazing. Yeah, so that was the only thing. Other than that, there was a few things about the sketch from earlier that I was talking about, the pre-record, the prom one. I would like to say that Chris Red's character in it, they discuss how he went professional, and then the punchline was porn. I think that character, since that was a 2002 prom, could potentially be a very funny reoccurring character or just a character with sketch potential. Um, just something I'm throwing out in the ethos if Chris is watching or if anyone from the show's watching or anybody at all. Then again, most of you are the future's audience, which brings me back to the next sketch, which was a Turner movie classic. I always enjoy those. They can have fun. So they did the Technicolor theme, and it was like a 70s sitcom, basically, or movie. Didn't really verify, not the point. You had three office women, if you will, Ego Wodim, Cicely Strong, and Heidi Gardner. And well, they were introducing Heidi as the new one to the boss and explaining his bit of chauvinist, played by Natasha Lyonne. Well, anyway, they mentioned before they go in about wanting to just shoot him. Well, cut to Heidi shoots him. So then the ongoing gag for it is it gets progressively and progressively more goofy and silly in the sense that they basically do the Weekend at Bernie type atmosphere. Uh, and when the shareholders come in, it's played by Fred Armisen and Cal Mooney once again. It was nice to see him get a little more stage time for his last show. Also, it was nice to see Fred come through and do something more than just, be there for Natasha's opening. So anyway, it was also fun because knowing now their history, the way that it ends is with him basically tickling Natasha, attempting to break her essentially. Um, it was an okay sketch. I really appreciated the improv aspect of it. You could tell because there was a lot of stacking. I'm doing my best to hold back in the sense of like I'm a genius for improv, so I know for a fact that when I get the privilege to be amongst them in the writing room, I will help everyone just drastically punch everything up. I'm just an unstoppable force when it comes to the creativity and imagination wrapped up in my brain. But this isn't about me. This is about the final episode of season 47, which brings us to the final sketch of season 47, a one I really, truly, truly enjoyed. And that was the gray pigtails for adults. And it starts off with, once again, Sarah, normal Sarah, but this time old normal Sarah. And then you also had Melissa Villasenor and I believe it was Sicily. No, I think it might have been Feynman. I'm not sure. That's not what's important. They were just explaining things to set up the scene, to which cuts to why I say that I love this so much is it's once again partnered up Kate McKinnon and Adie Bryant for the last time as performers on Saturday Night Live playing two cute little old couple ladies, ambiguously homosexual, of course, which is one of the most beautiful things, especially if you like the cat sketches. Um, yeah, it's basically a fun commercial sketch. It might have been I one thing I'm curious is I think it might have been the one from the rehearsal possibly, but I'm not sure because everyone was out of costume. There's some stuff that I'm curious about that I'll never find out till I'm there, seeing how it really goes down. The last second decisions. Um, but yeah, so basically, it's a commercial for older people and the funny pigtails. You get Natasha's character coming in being a crazy hippie type chick, having some fun with it, and then she introduces her boyfriend or lover, or partner, etc., who's a crazy artist type guy, and that's played by Kyle Mooney, and he was so funny, classic, classic Kyle. So he had the pigtail on the beard and the pigtail in the back, and then it turned out toward the end that he was with all the ladies, and it was awesome because then he put his arm around Kate and put his arm around 80 in the middle. He was in the middle between them, and they basically said they'd been with the guy for 9 years, which was explaining, the show, just like earlier with Bowen and 80 and the 10-year thing. And once again, professionals hold back tears like pros, and they sure as heck did. And then they just, just so much love. And one step further, for the second week in a row, I want to say, yeah, because you had Post Malone. So out comes the musical guest to perform some music with them as well and sing a very beautiful and on point song to end the night. And then it was really nice because there was about a minute of the crawl, so you really got to see the love going around, all the players hugging each other, knowing they're going to miss each other, knowing it was their last show, especially Kate. You could just see that must have been one heck of a emotional week for her. But I'm so proud of her, so happy with everything she's done from her, big gay sketch show on Bravo was wonderful. I mean, just Kate's always and still will be an amazing personality in person, and I look forward to seeing where she goes. Same thing with 80. I don't know if Shrill's getting any more seasons yet. I'm not sure. But I do know that 80 is a very talented and hard worker and probably an incredible writer. I could see a lot of really great things, maybe even children's books or something. Maybe even illustrated by Melissa Villasenor. Um, and yeah, I feel like I should do some wrap up notes about how I feel about going into the next season. But at the same time, I mean that I didn't write anything down. So should I improv it or not? I'm not sure. Why not? All right. A few things. I'm wondering about Moffat. I'm wondering if he's gonna stick around or not through the whole season. I feel like they've replaced a lot of the utility spots that he used to fill. Similar reasons why Beck might have left. I really hope that whoever writes for them for the next season really works hard to make sure that they utilize Sarah immediately and put her out because there's a lot of potential in Sarah. Chloe Feynman, I hope to just keep seeing great stuff from her. Punky, I have loved. I'm looking forward to seeing more from her. Chris Red has done a good job of being a utility, like doing what he had to do. I would like to see some unique characters from him. in the new season if it's at all possible, you know. Keenan, man, nothing's just no notes. Keenan's a pro. Yost, I wonder if he's going to stick around or not. I wonder if they'll try and replace him, maybe bounce in Sarah or other people or something. Che, I really hope sticks around for sure. I really like Che, and I hope to see Che in more sketches. That would be really cool. I know he doesn't like doing that. He just does the update and head writing and all that. But still, um, what else? Heidi Garner. Like I said in the past, and I'll say more when I review the previous episodes in reverse. But she's definitely be playing a lot of the older ladies lately. Reminded me a lot of Vanessa Bayer and stuff like that. Um, who else? Ego. I want to see more of Ego. I haven't seen enough of Ego. I would really like to see Ego and Punky play off each other, possibly create some type of really fun atmosphere, like a talk show. I don't know, something. I'm not saying that just because they're black. I'm also saying it because Ego's not utilized enough. But yeah, I'm also saying it because they're black, and ladies, and I want to see some powerful black lady talk show type comedy on SNL in the future. That's just what I want to see. All right, I'm fine. I'll say it. I just said it. Okay, you heard me. I said it. That's what I would love to see it. Melissa Villasenor, never get enough of her. Underutilized. So happy that she's not gone yet. Really enjoyed everything from her this season, especially with Selena Gomez in the previous episode. Who else? Let's see. Mikey Day. Enjoy what I see. Not sure what I could say otherwise. I really don't know what he does behind the scenes, especially. Um, but he's there and he does his job, and I like that very much. Who else? Who else? Aristotle, Ari something. I don't mind the guy. I know he's seen our stories now and again. I don't know how much he pays attention to us. I really don't know what to think. Like, okay, I will say this. Bringing his characters that he has to the show, he has done perfectly and done that perfectly. Would I like to see a lot more from him? Yeah, an awful lot more. Like, I want to see him really show me why he's there and I'm not. Definitely, definitely. Not no smoke tossing shade, whatever. I'm saying this straight up. I'd like to see him do more in the sense that if he's there and I'm not, I want to see him do more. What else? Is it Josh or Jeff? I'm not sure. I just know they picked him up because he's really good at doing Trump. So I'm excited because we all know that the next year, what it holds, let alone the following one, is going to have both. And he does a great Biden as well. Just in general, actually, like I really think they have to make sure and utilize, but they will. But also, in general, he also did great in the baseball sketch as the guy that's like announcing the commercials or adverts. Who else? Who else? Des Mukes. I don't feel like I saw enough of him this season. And that's probably because he something I don't know. But I'm gonna be going back and watching episodes that I haven't seen with him in them, and I'm looking forward to that. I don't know much about Des Mukes really, but I know he's a writer first and then a cast member. Oh, Bowen, that brings the Bowen. So I haven't heard much of Bowen's podcast, but recently I've listened to a few episodes and really enjoyed it. I've also been kind of curious more about Bowen in general. I know he was a writer for SNL beforehand, so maybe I'm curious about that. But as far as the show goes, Bowen is solid. Everything Bowen does is so solid. I feel like without 80, I'm not sure who's gonna fill that void. What Bowen in her had was very special, in so many ways. But I know that there are some strong writers and they will find a way. And Bowen's definitely. Who else? Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting people. I don't know though. Um, I don't know. I feel like I think I covered everyone. If I didn't, it's whatever. No, it really is though. I mean, this was improv for a reason. But I'm gonna be seeing Sarah. She's coming to LA in September, so I'm looking forward to seeing her perform because she's a very strange performance artist type thing. Theater obscura, as TJ Miller would say. Um, or comedy absurd, etc. What else? That's about it, really. because this is just the review stuff. I should do separate stuff when I talk about what I'm up to in my life with my plans and paths. So thank you, everyone. Once again, make sure and subscribe if you aren't already. Make sure you leave comments if you enjoyed it. Make sure you put a thumbs down, but if you didn't, kind of a thing, or a thumbs up to be ironic. But either way, make sure that you make a comment afterward, please. That way people know. Um, and it's important that they know because, you can only do so much. At the moment, this is not on everything, but soon enough, it'll be on everything to listen to and enjoy, I'm sure, auditorily or whatever. But otherwise, thank you, everyone. Futures audience, I love you so much, all of you, each and every single one. And it's been a pleasure, as always, to give my takes. And otherwise, yeah, have a wonderful whenever.